Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back for another video, guys. I hope you've been enjoying the content lately coming out on YouTube, and I appreciate you guys pulling up for yet another video. Today, we've got a topic that I have been asked a lot about, and that is, I am new to Destiny. What the hell do I do? Guess what? We're answering that question today. Today's the overview vid. This will be one out of a series of couple of videos. I think I'll be breaking it up since there's a lot to digest, but today I want to arm you with the best knowledge to get you started in the game and to at least start having fun and getting after it. So let's get into it and let's talk about what you should be doing. All right, guys. So I'm sure you booted up the game. You're starting to look at things. You've landed probably on the Cosmodrome. You shot up some stuff and picked up some weapons and things. And you're kind of sitting here at the tower like a couple of these other people here, and you're just like, all right, now what? You know, where do I go from here? Well, I'm here to tell you exactly where you go from here and what you're going to do and things you should be focusing on as a new light off base starting right now. All right, this is going to be what you need to be focusing on at this current moment in order to just get used to the game and get started. I think there's so much information to give to you about things in this game that I don't want to overwhelm you, and I want to make sure that you guys are armed with the best knowledge or the best plan to just get started rocking around. Okay, so let's just start with what you should be doing when you're coming into the game. What you should be focusing on is getting used to your classes, whether you're playing a void class, which is void energy, whether you're playing a sunbreaker or a striker. These now of course they're called by different names depending on whether you're a Titan, a Hunter, or a Warlock. They will have different names, but the elements are the same. We're dealing with fire, void, and electricity. That's the easiest way I can break it down to you. So you have those three classes to play with initially. When you're new to the game, of course you will have one that will be available to you, and there will be a quest line for you to obtain the other two subclasses that you can pick from. So I do believe you start out on I believe you start out on Solar, if I'm not mistaken, and then you'll be able to pick up Void and Arc as you go along. So don't be afraid, or don't be ashamed, don't be worried if you look at it and say, well, damn it, Nelson, I don't have these. You'll get them. And that is what you should be focusing on as a new light player. Getting used to the movement of your character, getting used to just being able to run around, slide around, just getting movement and getting used to it, whether you're on PC, whether you're on console, whether you're on whatever platform. Getting used to your abilities, your keybinds, things like that are top tier important. The main things I would tell you to work on that's going to help you in both ways while you're grinding is to focus on the main vendors. Okay, do your quest lines. Of course, you want to make sure that you do your quest lines. Before I go to the vendors, let me hit that up for you guys. So you will already have this quest because you will be a new light. For me, it's in the vault over here. It's in the terminal because I've already done this. Actually, I didn't do this because this was new light quest came after I'd already leveled up characters. But you're going to be on the Guardian Rises. It's going to have 1 out of 21 steps. So in this game, you have quests and bounties. Quests, you want to do as many of your quests as you can because you want to make sure you do all of your campaign quests, because that's what's going to get you through more towards the end game. So you want to do the Guardian Rises. You want to make sure you're doing everything you need to unlock all your subclasses, and then and if you've bought the Beyond Light expansions, of course, going through the expansions before you get into the raids and all those things. And I would highly recommend doing those things. Okay, so follow these quests, get them done. Next thing on top of that, in conjunction with the quest, you want to pick up bounties. There's some bounties that are able to be done while you're doing quests, and some that require you doing special activities, like the Vanguard, Commander Savala here. This guy is the leader of the Vanguard, which is the leader of all the different guardians that are here trying to protect the tower and civilization. He is the Vanguard. He's the head guy. His deal is strikes, the strike playlist. So you see here, I've already completed some of these here, but you can see that there are 6 that will be available to you. You can purchase additional ones to get you more bounties to do. The reason why you would do that would be not only for XP, but also to complete what is called his weekly. So if you hover over him, you can see here, it says weekly complete Vanguard bounties. It says 4 out of 8. And you see there's a powerful gear reward there. So you're going to, those powerful gear rewards are going to be things that help you get better gear and better weapons as you go through this. You will also get from the Vanguard too, as you complete activities, you will get what they call Vanguard rewards. At the time of you watching this video, that could be we could already be in season 13 where these tokens are no longer applicable. But if you're watching before season 13, then of course, make sure you spend all of these and have these spent before the new expansion comes out, because they will no longer be available. Also, with like any vendors, they have a feature of things that are offered there, such as you have things that you can have here is weapons and gear and things you can pick up. Also special emblems you have for completing things with the Vanguard. Just have fun, do the activities, and you'll get a lot of these things pretty much squared away and know them as you go through them. Okay, so that's what you want to focus on with the Vanguard. And how you get to the strikes is you're going to go out and pull up your map. You want to go to your destinations, and as you see, we have Vanguard, Gambit, and Crucible. Vanguard is Zavala, as you see his big bald ass head there. And there are 2 types of strikes. The strikes, the bounties you picked up will work in either one. Your main wheelhouse and play is going to be right here. You want to stick to the Vanguard strikes for now, because these are nightfalls. Nightfalls are harder versions of strikes that provide you with higher level gear. As you can see, it has a recommended power of 1180. If you are new light, you're at 1050. If you go into 1180 at 1050, you will be getting one shot and being very frustrated, and you will most likely get carried through it if you can make it that far without your team leaving. But it will probably be a pretty horrible experience and probably counterproductive to you getting to understand how to play the game and being efficient as a Guardian. When you click on it, you will see there's different variations in levels. There's 1180, there's 1220s, 1250s, 1280s, 1300s. There's all different variations that you can pick if you're doing nightfalls. Once again, you're sticking to strikes, okay? I just want to let you know what this is over here. It's enough about that. Then we have the same ordeal over here for Shax. Shax is your Crucible guy. This is the PvP portion of the game. So this is the same place, same thing, pick up bounties. You've got gear that he offers to you. You got the faction reward where you can spend those tokens that you get. Once again, these tokens are going away in season 13. And you'll find a lot of vendors like that. So you want to pick those up. You want to also go and you want to come to Banshee. You want to pick up his bounties too as well as every single day. This is really important, guys. So if you're not listening and paying attention very closely, this is the time you want to listen. As a new light, you will not have a lot of mods, but you will need to acquire more of them. These are armor mods. These mods will be very crucial in you being able to add mods to weapons and add mods to gear. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to make sure that you visit this every day. They'll be selling things like SMG machine gun loader. They'll be selling things like quick access sling. These rotate every day, and it requires mod components. So you may not have enough of this currency to buy it, but if you do, start accumulating these as quickly as possible. These will be very crucial to you. Now, of course, there's things like upgrade modules and prisms and the Cinder shards. We'll cover that in another vid. Right now, I'm just trying to give you guys the overview. So every day, so make sure you're doing your bounties, and then every day coming to check what mods he's selling and acquiring them if you can. The next thing, before we get out of this area, you'll be picking up things like legendary Ingrams, as well as pinnacles, as well as these guys here, prime Ingrams. When you get these, you're going to wonder how to turn them in, or what do you do with them. You come to what they call the Cryptarch. This is Master Raoul. Rahul. You come to him, you interact, and then he will then be able to decrypt these Ingrams for you to give you a reward out of them. So legendary Ingrams, exotic Ingrams, prime Ingrams, they're going to all come here, and you'll be decrypting them with Mr. Master Rahul himself, and that's how you will get those rewards. Moving on now, going to the Gambit, you can run down the hallway to the Gambit guy, to the Drifter, or you could just simply fast travel to the Annex. The Annex is a quick way to get to the Drifter if you don't want to have to run all the way through everything else. You'll see that you're going to spawn here on the loading deck. You're going to run over here, and Mr. Drifter is going to be right here to our right, sitting over here being all creepy as usual. So we're going to run over here, and we're going to talk to him, and you can see he has Gambit bounties himself. Very similar layout to the other vendors, bounties, gear, other things and quests and weapons and stuff that they have for you. So you take these and you go do the activities. Once again, activities can be done up here in destinations. We're going to Vanguard, Gambit, Crucible, picking the activity you want to engage in. If you're going to Gambit, there's only one mode, which is this one here, Gambit. Gambit's basically a PvE versus PvP. It's a PvP, or a PV versus P and E. That's a good way to explain it. So you're versus person and environment. You're doing both in Gambit. You'll be fighting enemies, and you'll also be fighting invaders that are going to try to keep you from killing your primeval. So it's a combination of the two, which is called Gambit. It's a unique concept in the game, which, you know, of course, in the future we'll go through a more in-depth video on that, but that's basically what it is. You'll learn it probably by playing it. Crucible, you have things like Control, which is a 6v6. Basically, you're trying to control 3 points. Of course, the more time controlling the points, the more is the way you win the game, of course, with kills too as well. You've got elimination, where it's a 3v3. Your eliminations of where you have a certain set amount of where once everyone's dead, they're dead. I mean, you have a certain amount of lives. I think in this one, I think survival. This is the one where you don't have any sort of revives and things like this. I'm gonna be getting these backwards, guys. If I am, I'm sorry for the PvP family out there. You know, I haven't been playing comp in a while. I've been very busy with the other PvE side of it. So quick disclaimer, don't hate on your boy. Anyways, moving on. That's basically a good starting point. You will see there will be a plethora of areas for you to go to and to do things, explore, get your feet wet. Don't be afraid to go out there and check out stuff and just see things and just play the game for yourself and just experience what's out there for content. I mean, there's planets after planets to go through and do things like patrols and everything else, but I think that's a good foundation to get you guys started. We'll cover more in-depth things coming next about, you know, the different planetary systems as well as builds and actual armor and weapons in the future. But guys, I think that's about it. If you guys haven't dropped a like by now in this video, I don't know what the hell you're doing. I need you to go ahead and click it, smash that like, hit the sub if you want to show me some extra love and to be notified. Make sure you hit that bell to make sure you come back in here and see all the new content that will be coming out on this channel. Thank you guys so much. I also do stream pretty much daily over at twitch.tv/BabyFNelson. You can catch me live over there. Always talking about the game. Also doing helps with Grandmaster helps and helping people get through tough content. People like yourself that need a little extra boost. So thank you so much. Love you guys. Thank you. Be easy, never sleazy. You know what it is. It's your boy BabyFNelson and the crew. We out. GG's.